week out from Rockynats, and here we are. Got our ET streets, look. Grooves, treaded. So basically these ET streets, just like stiffer sidewall type of tyre. You can see these, the slicks that were on it, really soft. Trying to get these into the shop yesterday. I had to get the missus to load one into the car and bring it in when she was going in to drop the kids off. But yeah, as you see, I got the other slick riding solo up here. Yeah, the old Hoosier. So we'll get these fitted up, and hopefully tonight on the Saab, we'll see how we go. But yeah, looking forward to it. And hopefully we can get out sometime early next week and get some testing done. We've got a few little mods to make to the fuel system, so see if I can give you a bit of a rundown on what I'm doing and why I think I'm doing it. I'm not an expert, but I'm having a crack, talking to the right people, I think, so here's open. So basically, all we're doing here, got another one of these reggies in the box ready to go. We'll have a little bit of a muck around with the plumbing. So basically, it's going to go from this to this. So what we've done here, we've added a reggie here. So we're feeding one bowl with this reggie and one bowl with that reggie. So basically we should have better flow, because I was finding we've gone up quite a few sizes in main jets the last couple of meetings with no real change. So I know they're only like a 220 thou orifice trying to feed two bowls of a 650 horsepower engine. So I guess we've just got to see how it goes. We'll give it a run up soon and see if it makes any change at idle. Alright, so car's serviced. We've done the twin reggies on it, which I don't think's made any difference, to be honest. We've gone 2 reggies, so more flow, thinking we had issues. Jetted it back down closer to the dyno jet sizes from when it was on the engine dyno, but yeah, it makes no difference basically. Or sorry, when I went the smaller jets, yeah, it was laying over on the 2-step. Went back to the jets that we just had in it, and it sounds nice and cranky. So yeah, watch this space. We're going to have a street hit soon. We're going to find an undisclosed location and give it a fair old thrashing, I think. We're going to base our tune-up off the MPK tune-up from the other week. So we managed to get down it. I know it's a different type of no prep. Like, at least there was some rubber base at Willowbank, but yeah, we can have a go. I pulled a little bit more out early, and yeah, we're just going to have to see what it does and tweak it from there. Alright, that was our street hit. Not too bad. Probably a bit of poor driver error. I just punched second. It was fairly buzzing it, but looking at the data, it wasn't buzzing too hard, but yeah, it's very loud when you're just in the car like that. So I'll give you a look at this data I'm talking about, show you what it looked like on the street and what we're going to look at changing to be better. So if we can see this, basically we are looking here. That was the little short 2-step time that I had. That's ignition timing there. Just see, yeah, so we've got drive shaft RPM. I will highlight that. So it buzzed straight up and then sort of flatlined, and then you can see this RPM highlighted in green. That dip there is when I punched second gear at about 1.2 seconds. So I probably should have let it keep singing, because that was only at 5.1. It felt a lot higher, and you know, you're a little bit on edge when you're in an undisclosed location, giving it a thrashing. So as you can see, we pull a whole heap of timing. We've got a little Bubba here. Hey, you helping out with the data? Anyway, back to this. You can see you got a speed timing retard here, so we're pulling, 16 degrees because it's buzzing that hard, and the launch timing retard, and that's like a static one we set up, so you can see overall ignition timing was down to 15 degrees during that period, which basically is pulling a whole lot of power, about 20 degrees total, and it's still buzzing the tyres. So we've got a bit of work to do in first, but I think if I get my driving skills a little bit better and don't pump second so early, it should be all right, because I didn't think it was too much of an animal to drive. Like I was steering it, but I wasn't swinging off the wheel. So yeah, all prepped and ready for scrutineering now. So we'll see how that goes, see if they even let us in. I think we're pretty well sweet. ET Street, we've got our DOT tyres on, so yeah, aside from that, all's looking the same. We've got a street appearing vehicle, we got carpet, and a little baby big block under the hood, so we'll see. But here we are loaded and ready to go. Just rolling into the showgrounds for a bit of scrutiny here, and a few old cars getting around already. Get the big girl up on the road. Hopefully they can just screw it for us while it's up there, saves unloading. Another trip, I'm gonna have to get it off tonight and get it up on the hoist. Got a little bit of tranny oil coming out of it somewhere, just a few drops on the trailer, so it'd be good to have a suss. I don't want to be dripping anything anywhere throughout, so here we go, rolling into the pavilion. Little goodie bag, entrant 274. What else we got in here? That, a guide or something, some stickers. That'll be going up on the wall in the shed, I reckon. Good stuff. Aussie bracket racer hits Rockynats Street. Entrant 274, we're sticking up. We are in the 10 AM slot. We're running in the pro class today. So yeah, don't really know what that means. We're just going to run against the pros, I guess, the quickest cars. See what we can do. It's a 6:37 cutoff. Obviously our best is about 6:50s over the quarter on a prep track. So we've got heaps of power pulled. We've had a few test hits here and there just to try and gather some data. Been on the phone to the wizard this morning with a few ideas of what I did to the tune-up. He seemed to think it might work, and we just did a street hit, and now he's telling me to put more power back to it. So that's good signs when you're wanting to put power to something. But yeah, we've got old Marky, father-in-law. He's out and about over here. He's going to be doing me tyres and sort of running around, pushing me in the lanes where needed, just to basically just to try and keep some temp down in it. Doesn't run too hot, but start stop. Could start heating it up. We don't want to hurt anything out here today. So yeah, we'll just persist with it, mate. And yeah, we're here in the 10 AM slot. So this is what we're running on here. I think them orange markers, I'm guessing, they're our 200 metre mark. The barriers and get around this big screen here. Quay Street dropping down there. Looks for that pro tree drop. They're both in stage. Issues. We don't want that when we're on the line. Oh, the sun's beating down today too. It's going to be nice and warm in the car. But we've got a 2-hour slot to fit into. So we're just going to do a run around, and we've got, you know, enough tools in the car to at least pop the bonnet and get some temp out. The car seems to get considerably cooler when we can get that bonnet off it. And we'll be pulling data between runs, so I'll get that GoPro out and give you a bit of a rundown on what it looks like on this sort of surface and what we're going to change to make it quicker, faster, straighter, whatever it may be. But as you can see, looking down at that surface, yeah, it is virgin bitumen. Not even a black track on it that I can see from here, so we're going to have a whole lot of fun. About 5 cars back now. Tyres are set, tune-up set. See what this fuel tech can do. We've had a few little test hits just here and there around the place, so seems to be gluing okay, but you know, we're only having 2-3 second hits. This is going to be, you know, 7 point something, I'm hoping, 200 meters, so let's give it some. We'll talk to you in the lane shortly. Here's a bit of a look at that data from that hit there. As you can see, that bright green line up here, that's our RPM basically. So you can see in this area here, that's 2-step. So that's when I hold it flat, when I've got my finger on the button. So that keeps the trans brake solenoid engaged, so I can sit still and hold my foot to the floor in gear. Basically the jump up there is showing it when I let go of the button. As you can see, the RPM spikes a bit. The line below it, which I'll make another colour for you and highlight it, the red line there that's just gone highlighted, that's our drive shaft curve. So it does jump up, and I'll show you, we go into a bit of wheel slip percentage, yeah. So it goes off the Richter here, so we're at 200, 300, 400%. So I don't know if that's accurate figures, but that's basically telling me you're spinning the tyre lots through there. So it did hold on relatively nicely up until about the 0.2 of a second mark, when we had a little bit of movement. Yeah, we had a little bit of movement there, and it just jumped up. So basically, yeah, the wheel's hitting and away we go. But you can see the G meter down the bottom here. If I make that, highlight this one down the bottom here. We actually are moving before the drive shaft. We do have some accel G's, so you know, that's basically the G's are putting me back in the seat. That's the best way to explain a G. It's acceleration. So going off that, we've had a few little tweaks in the time-based config page. You know, here we've got a time-based ignition advanced retard, which is the purple dots. That's the amount of timing I'm pulling. So over here, you know, we're pulling up to 16 degrees early, which is bringing it back to, you know, that 35 total, take 16, it's about 19 degrees total timing. But yeah, just doing anything we can to try and get it to hook early. I know, about to get the fire up signal with 3 back, so the tree's been playing up. We've been waiting for a long time. It's hot as hell, but they're doing what they can. They said we'll just do arm drop if the tree don't work, so I'll find out what we're doing when we roll around this corner. But yeah, hopefully, I don't know how they decide for tomorrow in that case, but let's just try and put up a clean pass, make it look fast, smooth, straight, and maybe we get picked up for a race day tomorrow. done for Saturday. Just got back home, got it in the garage. Just waiting on a text tonight to see if we're going to be going back, but yeah, we rushed on out of there, so I only just pulled some data out of it then, but I don't know yet. Well, I'll find out soon, but don't know if the data, the GoPro worked in that last run. When I know it was getting close to flat, and then towards the end it had a black screen when I was coming back, so hopefully it logged it. But I'm sure you should know that by now as to whether you just watched that video or not. Anyway, here's a bit of data. Much better run, clean as, late, but yeah, still early. Drive shaft RPM here, we'll highlight it. That's this one here where the mouse is, so it is buzzing the tyre a bit, getting away. But as you can see up here, if I highlight ignition timing, it's doing its job and it's pulling it out. It's pulling about 20 degrees out, trying to contain that wheel speed. So you can see here, it gives it some back, pulls it back out. So it's close. We've got something to work with. I'll check our wheel slip percentage. Yeah, so yeah, it's getting away on us early, but I think it's got to be expected in this type of racing. I don't know we're going to be able to dead hook or whatnot, even if we do have big tyres. So we can see, if I highlight the wheel slip percentage down here, you can see it on a downward trend, and we're getting back to, yeah, you know, at 3.5 seconds. At about 3.5 seconds, we're at 6%, and then in 4 seconds onwards, we're pretty well dead hooked. Full timing back in it, so we're giving it its power back. Yeah, and you wouldn't even know it's no prep when you're driving up top end. It's pretty smooth, felt pretty fast. Backed off the throttle at 8.18 seconds. Now if we have a look here, we've got an axle distance, so it basically measures our distance. So this should give us a rough sort of ET on what we think it may have run, because obviously we didn't have time slips again. A few little timing issues, but yeah, there we go, righto. So if we go to 201 meters, that's the distance that we've traveled. Up here we got 7.85 seconds. And that timer actually starts when I let go of the button. So typically a car like this is probably 2/10 to actually break the beam. So, you know, you can even see here there's no drive shaft RPM until about 0.13 to 2.2 of a second. So technically we're probably running about a 765 to 770. We've got axle speed, so it calculates our speed as well. So if I turn that on, if I highlight it, this is that dark blue line. 175 kilometers an hour we're doing, so convert that to the old language, mile an hour. A bit over 100, I believe. So yeah, it's hauling the mail. RPM up top was, brought the shift light on, which is 6,000. Yeah, so we're going across the line at a bit over 6,000. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, well, I'm probably going to crack a beer soon, to be honest. I'm relaxing a little bit later on. I'll have a bit of a think about what I want to do, or do I just want to race tomorrow if I get in? Do I want to try and swing for the fence? I don't know, I had a ball out there, I know that, but I know it was hot. I know I'm exhausted now. I've earned myself a beer, but... Well, we've got the 800 class lining up this morning, Sunday morning here at the Rockynats. Supposedly there's about 300 of these guys going into eliminations now. So, you know, one goes down, two goes down, one comes back for the show, which should dwindle the field a bit, but yeah, we've got 300 of them to get through before our 630 cars get in. So, got a few 630s here lined up, some potential competitors. So, yeah, we'll see how we roll this morning. But yeah, done nothing really to the car. We might drop some tyre pressure. The data looked good from that last run yesterday. Footage looks good. We're not hazing tyres. Overall, we're pretty happy. So out here to have a bit of fun, see if we can't cut a light and grab a bit of advantage that way. Yeah, because I think we're only going to sort of run 750s to 760s going off the data. You know, obviously we've got guys down there 630 potentially. I don't know how fast they're actually going to go, but yeah, we're out here having a crack, so good times. Getting close now, guys. E1 Rockynats. All right, let's keep on cruising up. We're about 4 back. let's hit this tree, let's get this thing glued, and let's get to the bottom end first. That's what we're trying to do, so talk to you soon. Oh, we got our slip here. 757, 109, 153 light. He went 820 and missed the tree a bit. So, but yeah, not a bad lap overall. Sitting back here in the lanes, ready for E2. Little ute here. Things with a fox body back there. I remind myself a nice fox body. So, yeah, it's sitting back here, letting it cool, got the bonnet off, waiting for me crew, Mark, to come back from the bar. I think he found beer, so might be waiting a while. See how we go. Anyway, yeah, I think this guy just went 700. Darren went about a 752 or 4 or something, so yeah, he's doing alright too. Would have been a good race, but yeah, because we can't drag each other another round. E2 coming up. It looks like we might have this 4-door thing next to us. I think it's Coyote turbo thing. He's been about 7.1, so our backs are against the wall here, I think, in just about every car that's left. So all we can do is try and cut a light now and drive it, let the power come in. Like it's just going to do its own thing, and let's just hope it's enough to maybe jag a whole shot win. But overall, it's been a good weekend. I've had a ball and can't wait to get back out and do it again. About that, guys, I think that camera didn't record. I looked over at the end after me carry on after a whole shot win, and yeah, it was all black, so you probably missed me big carry on, but whole shot win, that's what we want to see. So 178 to his 541, that's having a chop. Not a great light, but he really missed that. Yeah, I didn't see him, but towards the end of the run I'd definitely seen him. He was coming, he was rolling 121, he was rolling coal up against me there. Ooh. Sorry if I'm a bit shaky, guys. I don't know. I've been fast on bikes, but this car business, it gives me a different type of rush. Look at me shaking. 178 on the tree, 747. We picked up by a 10th. I drove it to the shift light then, in first time this weekend. 747 at 110. So we'll take it and see if we can't jag another one somehow. But yeah, having a ball out here, Rockynats, loving it. All right, down to the final 8 here in Pro. Rockynats 3. Got the 8 cars here. All pretty tough, I think. Or maybe a little bit underpowered, looking at some of these guys, but yeah, some nice real steel cars here. Make this thing something. Have a go at that. Alright, so we've got third one, number 4 here. Not sure what these guys have been running. Don't get much of a chance to watch anything when you're down in the lanes all day. But my crew reckon this thing's pretty tough. Apparently this thing's been running about 660, so it's hauling the mail. Have a go at it. That's all number 6, 7, the rig here. Next hydraulic services rig, going out for a chop, and we've got Batto. So that's number 8. So going by that, if that's it, then we'll have a tough race on our hands here. I think he's been running 750s, we're into the 40s, so yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, looks like it. We're up against Aaron Titmarsh here in the third round, final 8. So yeah, looks like it'll be a good race. He ran 750s. We just went a high 40, so probably come down to the tree. So this will be real good. Watch this space. Guys, there's the slip, old shaky hand again, 741 at 110, so improved again, 135 light to his 283 at 54, so it's a good run. Yeah, now we're into the final 4, we're just parked up here, cooling it down a bit. Got crew chief here with his tyre gauge. Yeah, we're just going to roll up, we're just waiting for some grudge runs. Got old Sam Keel here in the Nova wagon, he's going rounds too, he's giving us a bit of time to cool. Starting to run a bit hot, nothing too crazy, but no need to push it if we don't have to. Yeah, this is the 8.0 class here into the final 5, I think. And yeah, up around the corners, my other competitors. Don't know who I'm running yet, but we'll find out soon. Just car cool down a bit. Yeah, so that last run, but yeah, that was good. I'm letting it sing now in first. Let that shift light glow for a bit. Yeah, seems to be liking it with that sort of time slip and chopping the tree a little bit better every time, but still average lights. I don't know, maybe just this big old heavy car doesn't react like the bikes, I'm guessing. Alright, let's get ready to do it. Rolled around the corner to see who we got, and it's our lucky day. We're up against the quickest car in the field. We've got a Gemini over here, I think it's been running 660, so it's got about 7 or 8 tenths on us. So it's going to take a miracle, but we're out here doing what we do, getting a bit quicker every time. Yeah, she's deceiving, isn't it? Very deceiving, but have a go at it. So that's what we're up against this round. And this is the other semi-final pairing here at Rockynats.
Yeah, you're up, boys.
So be it. Alright.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah, another lunch break. Oh, don't wait, man, it's too late.
Alright. Don't know what's going on, but let's get back and suit it up. Let's be ready for this. Rockynats 3 semi-finals coming up. Alright. We're 2 out from the front here. Let's have a dig. Let's do it. Let's get some gloves on real quick here. Oh, we're up on the trailer. We're done. Rockynats 3 semi-finalists, but got to be happy with that for a 740 car running in a class basically open. We're up against turbos, nitrous a lot. We do have a big block, but it's a baby big block, and it gave it everything it's got today. We had the left lane that time. A little bit skatier maybe early, but yeah, it's a breeze to drive. Let that shift light glow again, it loves it. We got a bloody no prep bracket car. What did we do before? 741. What did we do? 740, somewhere, I got time slips everywhere here. Yeah, 741 with a 9. So we just went 7.407. Like, we're running within 100th of each other. The car's it's loving it. So missed the tree a bit then. I can't really explain what happened there, to be honest, but trying. 201 to the 60, so their average. Got all that power pulled. 110 mile an hour nearly every run today. So yeah, we've had a ball. This Rockynats is pretty awesome. Made it through a field of 30 something down to 4 against some really tough regs. I know this car might look fast and it's got big tyres, but it is underpowered. So we're doing all right for what we got. So yeah, we'll basically get it loaded up and get home tonight. Easter Sunday, go have some family time now. Get it up on the hoist probably tomorrow, and yeah, do a bit of maintenance, getting ready for this weekend for the Super Thunder down at Willowbank. Turn it back into a bracket car. Don't know if I'll change these tyres over, if I could be bothered this week, putting the slicks back on. I don't think it really matters. I don't have enough power to spin them on a real track, I don't think. But yeah, we're looking forward to getting down there, getting back in the Super Sedan into the bracket racing. So, all right, home from Rockynats 3. We're unloaded. Got a bit of Pontiac power going on in here. First time we've been using the hoist like this, so race car up top, street car down the bottom. So still got a few little jobs I want to do on the race car before we go away this weekend. Yeah, just a few minor leaks, just sort of drips, not when you pull up, a few little drips I should say. But overall, yeah, we'll have a look at these time slips from today. So first run was a 757 with a 153 light, pretty clean run. And we improved by a 10th, and I can basically just put that down to, I think, holding it in first longer by the looks of the data. So that was a 747 with a 178 light. So we're going 209 to the 60 in the first one, 207. I'm getting a little bit better every time. Then we had the third round, which was 741 with a 9 at 110 mile an hour, 2.03 to the 60 with a 135 light, so best light of the day there. I was up against Zarin Titmarsh. And we had Paul Butler in the semi in the final 4, so yeah, we missed the tree a bit there. Actually, he got me on the tree, yeah, 247 to my 253. Yeah, I thought I was better than that. But either way, that was the first crack in the left lane since yesterday. Car did its best 60 foot and went 7.407 at 110. So yeah, we seem to just get quicker and quicker. Last 2 laps were 12th hour apart. So yeah, we had a bit of a bracket car here on Rockynats. So yeah, it was a good time had by all. Very hot. Yeah, we sat in the lanes a few times, but as to be expected in an event like that. So we'll regroup. We'll go through this car over the next couple of days. Got a few drip trays in there. Don't want nothing dripping on the street car if I can help it. So yeah, we'll persist with it. Don't know if I'm going to change these tyres back over or not. Got the 18.5 ET Streets. We've got our Hoosiers down the back, full slicks. So another rag in there for another little leak we got. Needs some love, this old girl. So yeah, being Monday tomorrow, Easter Monday, we're not going to be able to get the tyres done anyway, so yeah, might be a case of heading Tuesday or Wednesday, and I'm not going to head down till Friday morning for that next event. So yeah, all good. We'll leave it at that. Rockynats 3 semi-finalist. Good stuff.